Hey everyone, welcome back to a new edition of Why I Miss. And this is really cool because it's going to be the very first episode of Why I Miss where I talk about a female. Um, now this was a long time coming because I really wanted to talk about this particular person. It's someone I've always been a fan of and just always seen just like the most sweetest um, and just kind person. And I'm not going to get into everything, who she was married to, and all this other, what Brick and Mayer said, and you know, I'm not gonna go into that. I'm going to talk about, um, why I miss her and the filmography I love, you know, with her in it. So again, always loved her acting and just always been a huge fan. Now, of course, we, we all know her in stuff like Clueless and Drop Dead Gorgeous. And honestly, my favorite performance is um, Girl Interrupted. And she just always had this big sister. I'm sure people get where I'm coming from. Like, this big sister, uh, very relatable, like this connection, um, this vibe, this big sister vibe, and I've always enjoyed watching her. Um, I love that she got to be in stuff. Uh, of course, she was in um, Uptown Girls and um, Little Black Book, but she, as you see her, like even in Clueless, she plays a character where she's very ditzy and very, you know, um, that spunky quality. But what I loved what Robert Rodriguez did was casted her as the character Shelley in Sin City, and she had that Demi Moore from Charlie's Angels Full Throttle moment where she looks good and she feels good, and I love that. I really loved that she finally got that, like, just that moment, because a lot of times, like, yeah, I'm sure, like, she has done it, but even with Just Married, she always had that, like, even playing characters in King of the Hill, it was great seeing her as that character, something different. um and of course, she was in stuff like Groomsmen and um a lot of TV movies. She was in this Nora Roberts thing. Her very last movie was called something Wicked, where she was a psychiatrist. Um, but I remember seeing her um, in. She had always had like guest roles and stuff like Boy Meets World, and um, I know there was a lot more. The Clueless TV show, and again, she just always had. I don't really agree with a lot with what Rodriguez says, but she does have that Lucille Ball kind of quality to her, and the gravitas she always had, just phenomenal. Um, Loved her in 8 Mile. Uh, Loved her in. Again, I just loved her in everything she's done. Um, and again, I like that, like, she could play anything. And I wish she could have done more. Um, it's just like what I said with Paul Walker. You really, she could have been like the next Glenn Close, or hell, even Jessica Lange. She just had that quality, and just extremely talented. Just extremely talented.